High school football to high school basketball.
That's right.
That's for sure. Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. He's Rob Hughes. I'm Ross Bullen, and we start tonight's show with the Jays Hoops Classic semifinal games from the Crawley Center.
That's right. Central Catholic and West Lafayette squared off in game number 1. Both the Knights and Red Devils advanced to the semifinals with last-second victories on Monday night. They were thrillers for sure. The Knights and Red Devils getting coached up in the first. There we go. There they're getting coached up. Coach
Dave Barrett.
Dave. There we go. Pick things up late in the second quarter. Knights up 10. Jackson Anthrop pushes the rock up the floor, drives, dishes to Pete Metzinger, drains the triple from the corner. He does that pretty well. Central Catholic took a 29-15 lead into the locker room. Second half action now. Central Catholic's Hayes Cronk passes to Mitch Woodavine. Cronk draws Woodavine's defender. Woodavine hits the jumper. Pretty easy. Now it's Woodavine returning the favor, picking up one of his two dimes, gives it up to Cronk, takes it to the hole. Now, despite being down double digits, West Lafayette trying to make it a game. William Bongo gets in the lane, slithers his way down low for the lay-in, and he wasn't done. Now it's Bongo assisting, finding Jared Snowball for the triple, and that would cut Central Catholic's lead to 5 points. So they're coming back a little bit here. The Knights, though, they're going to answer with a little long distance action of their own. Jackson Anthrop, 2 3-pointers on the night. The Rainmaker off the inbounds pass. Anthrop ends up with 10 points. Central Catholic goes on to claim the win, 49-38 over West Lafayette. Now check out that baseball. That's a little football skills right there.
LeBron to Dwayne Wade?
Whew, that looked good to me.
Dwayne Wade to LeBron?
It's something like that.
Yeah.
In the nightcap, McCutchen and Twin Lakes to the Mavs, looking to reach the J&C final like last year. Trayshawn Hurd going to the stutter step. High step, blows by his man, hits layup over 2 defenders. Twin Lakes breaking the press, a little tic-tac-toe. Tanner Pritz tickling the twine from deep.
Well,
so that 10 times fast. Jeez. Mavs moving the rock around. Trayshawn Hurd drives baseline, gets rejected, but it must be nice to be 6'8". Trevor Lockwood is there to clean up the leftovers. McCutchen's quick ball movement, too much for Twin Lakes. Mark Neal with a sweet touch pass to Trevor Lockwood. Lockwood scores 2 of his 14 on the night. Twin Lakes would actually lead at the half, though, by 1. Here, Tyler Reddington finds Cody DuBois for the long deuce. McCutchen's Mark Neal, though, coming back with stealthy. The rip, Cookies picking off the pass, going in for the layup.
Mark
Mavs
Neal,
win
just like Amanda.
60-54.
From the Hoops Classic to the Kitchen Classic, Game 1, Delphi versus Clinton Central. The Oracles won earlier this year, 61-38. Fourth quarter, Delphi trailing until Brent Hahn finds Adam Shanks on the backdoor cut. Game tied at 40. And then they turn up the heat defensively. Colby Meyer forces the steal, gets the hoop and the foul. Delphi led 43-40 at that point. The Bulldogs return the favor. Moments later, Tyler Burns picks Mason Lane's pocket, and he goes the other way for the lay-in. Clinton Central back on top 45-43. Next possession, same result. Burns probably took Lane's lunch money tonight as well. 47-43 with the under 5 minutes to play. And Michael Lewis wants to talk things over with his Oracles. And whatever he said worked because Colby Meyer responded. Another 3-point play from him. This game would come down to free throws, and Clinton Central hangs on for the 60-55 victory. The Bulldogs advance to the championship game. In Game 2, Rockville trying to get there as well. Tri-County not making things easy early on. Cavalier senior Zach Patton ready to play. He gets the hoop, +1. Next trip down. The Cavs move the ball around, and it leads to a Kyle Miller open jumper. Give him all 3 of those. The Hornets eventually get on the board from Kyle to Austin. The other Miller buries the jumper. And there goes the goose egg, folks. At the other end now, more from Zach Patton. I told you number 3 had a nice game. He stays with the play long enough to extend the lead. Trailing 11-2 now, Rockville decides it might be a good idea to get the ball to Brandon Tonsoni. And congratulations to him. He's the recipient of buttering the biscuit, my first one of the season. 11-5 at that point. And then he shows off the dribble drive. He finishes with the soft touch and the shooter's roll. But Tri-County would take a 20-18 lead into halftime. It's Patton to Elijah Legler. Tri-County goes on to win 58-53 in double
And what
overtime.
an honor to get that first buttering of the biscuit.
The first buttering the biscuit is always the best one, that's
awesome.
for sure. There's plenty more to come on the Friday Night Frenzy, including a boys-girls doubleheader at Lebanon.
We will also have highlights from the Cass County Invitational. The Frenzy will be right back.
The Friday Night Frenzy is brought to you by Francisco.